Capricorn, hello, welcome. This is a reading for Capricorn. If you've got Capricorn anywhere in your chart, you may resonate. We're going to go into it. We're going to see, you know, what do we get, right? And thank you for subscribing. Thanks for supporting, giving the video a thumbs up. I'm actually using a couple of different decks. I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot for a little while now. And I'm also going to be using the Shadows and Light Oracle for a little while, okay? As we go into the darker seasons here in England, the tarots and the decks are getting darker. Okay, so it's for Capricorn here. Ooh, I am Kali. From death comes rebirth. So there's been a death of a part of your ego, you know, part of your ego dying off, Capricorn. I sense it's probably to do with like old stuff, inner child stuff, but it could be any part of your ego really that you just know it's come to the end of its days. It's not who you are, you know. It could even be that you've recently dealt with that, and there's actually another part of your ego you're now looking at and thinking, is this really who I am? Is this really me, or is this just a false self? And actually, I think it is just a false self, and I think I can pull back from it. You know, and it's going to have a very positive impact on your ability to connect with yourself and connect with those around you on a more impactful, emotional way. So this is good. It's a rebirth time. So let's see what fairy energy we're getting here. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, Sylvanus. Look at the taking off the mask, and all this time you were worried, what happens if I take the mask off? And then you take it off and you think, oh, it was just a false self. There was actually nothing to be worried about at all, because you know, it was just a false self. I didn't need to worry about what was underneath, you know. So you've been sort of duped by your own ego in a way, that something you were fearing, you're going to realise wasn't actually as worrying or frightening as you thought it was going to be, and that you can do this. You know, you are coming home to the true self. Any parts of you that are dying off are the false self that you don't need. And so this is going to be good. So let's go a bit deeper for you. Okay, so you've got here the Hangman in reverse. It's like Spirit has been saying to you, whether you want to bury your head in the sand as much as you may like, we're not going to let you, okay? Sometimes we want to bury our head in the sand about things because, well, it's just convenient. It's hard to actually face up to the truth. It's hard to see things as they really are. The ego likes to keep us stuck in illusion and addictions and all those types of things. And we don't want to look either at ourselves, well, probably that's what it is. We don't necessarily want to look at ourselves and the truth. So, you know, Spirit's been waking you up, whether you liked it or not. Now, what that means is there's going to be certain changes here, certain changes going on to your networks, okay? Because you've got here the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. So there's certain situations, you know, that are going to be different. And you may have thought certain networks of people were going to be in a certain way, but they're not. There's going to be a change going on, right? Because you've got the Ten of Cups here, and it's in reversed. And what that basically means is how you thought things were going to be, it's just not going to be that way. The ego is so sneaky, and it always wants to project and think, oh, you know, we've got a plan, this is how things are going to go. It's not going to necessarily go the way you thought it was. And yes, that may be disappointing in one sense, because you thought you were going to have a really good time doing this, that, or the other with certain people. And I understand that that is you know, it could be a bit sad or disappointing for you. But then on another way, this is an awakening, right? This is, you know, do we want to live a lie? Do we want to live a fake life? Or do we want to actually uncover the truth of who we are? And, you know, rather than sort of pinning our hopes on other people to make us happy, you know, find the true self, and then the happiness is just there eternally and we're not relying on anyone else. So there's going to be some changes, right, Capricorn? There's going to be some changes. You probably sense them already. Now there's somebody connected to you, and they're going through, they don't have very good vibes, okay? It's like they're quite moody, they're sort of in a funk, you know. And the thing is, you know, I just think you don't want to be a part of it. It's not so attractive to you. And it's best as well, in any case, even if you do care about this person and you feel sad, really, if they're in that sort of vibration, that's their ego. And what we're trying to do on this channel is come back to the true self. We don't want to be affected by people's vibration like that. If they're in that vibration, fair enough, but don't allow them to project that onto you, you know. If you do, you've got to ask yourself, well, why would I be allowing them to project this onto me? Why would I be allowing this situation to really keep me disappointed and sad? You know, this is a time for Capricorn to have a rebirth, to realise that all the things you were fearing was actually in the end there to empower you. Spirit did not want you to stay asleep anymore. Like all the other people out there in the Matrix, they're all asleep, aren't they? You know, but no, Spirit's not allowing that to happen to you. Spirit is saying certain things are going to change in your networks. Certain things aren't going to be how you thought they were going to be. But actually, it's because you are ready for this rebirth. You are ready to find the true happiness within yourself, which is spirit. And then you're not going to be relying on other people. That person has a very funny vibe. Let's see. I feel they're affected by past relationships or family, something like that. And it's just really mucked up their vibes. Look at this. My ego is loud, but I am listening to my soul. I am striving for spiritual enlightenment. This person's trying. Remember, everyone in your life is a mirror to you. So on their own way, they are trying. Okay, but I don't think they're trying as hard as you are. I suspect they're not. I suspect they're a little bit behind you on the timeline. Now, Spirit is going to wake this person up because it aligns up with the Hangman reversed. I don't think this person's going to be allowed to sit on their laurels and just feel sorry for themselves or stay in a bad way. I think Spirit will do something to this person to wake them up and teach them to still, you know, find spirit in them, find love within them, you know, and not go down this road, because it feels like they could possibly be going down a road of sort of bad vibes. But I feel Spirit will, their higher self will kick in, and Spirit will kick in and say, no, why else would this person be in your life, really? Because you're going through this process of rebirth right now, Capricorn, and it's going to feel scary at times. It's going to feel disappointing at times, but then what's really going to come out of it is a whole heap of spiritual love that you find inside yourself. So it's going to be worth it because you're slaying a lot of demons. That's what is really being apparent. So it's quite an intense, I feel like it's quite an intense time for Capricorn. Hang in there. And obviously if you need to book in, just contact me. And you will get through it. I know it's easy for me to say, but you're going to get through it. And you're going to come out the other side of this so much happier, because you're going to be more in control, more self-sufficient, and more peaceful within yourself, you see, less reliant on people. That's what this is all about. So that's kind of the reading, really. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. And like I said, if you want to book in, contact me. Peace.